And the truck finally, check engine light come on and stayed on. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joey. Josie, she's over there in the barn. She wanted to, we had two TVs in the camper. One of them was just set up on the antenna and got PBS. The other TV was hooked to a DVD player. But she wanted one of the TVs back over in the room in the barn. So I put it back over in the barn yesterday. And the one that works off the antenna. So she's over there watching TV in the barn right now. But we went to town this morning and had to pick up some cat food and some rabbit food. And the truck finally, check engine light come on and stayed on. So we stopped and picked up the coil that I needed, because I knew it was a coil. Ignition coil. I knew that's what's wrong with it. Wasn't any doubt in my mind that was what's wrong. You just have to wait until it completely goes out and throws the check engine light before you can figure out which one it is. So it finally come on this morning. We stopped at I stopped at the parts house and got the coil, and you can't hurt. None of the parts stores around here anymore carries the check engine light testers. So they couldn't test it for me to tell which one it was. So I stopped at the little garage down here, the guy that's worked on my truck before, and got him to check it. And it wound up, it was cylinder number 4, which is in the very back. The worst one to get to, the hardest one to get to. You have to take the computer out of it to get to it. So I'm just going to pay him to do it, because I can't. I just can't. I can't do that one. I've tried. I tried a couple years ago, right when we got Josie. I was in the process of tearing that truck apart and was going to change all the spark plugs in it. And I wound up with Josie at that time, and it sit for a year probably, or a little longer, because I couldn't get it finished up. And I took it to him and got him to do it. He's going to do it for me. He's only going to charge me $50. The part was $60, $62 I think. So it's about $115, I guess, or something like that to get that fixed. Them things are aggravating. But hopefully, I'm going to drop it off on Sunday, because he wants it cooled off and he's going to get to it Monday morning. So hopefully Monday afternoon, Monday evening, I guess I'll have to wait until Chastity gets home to go get it. But hopefully Monday evening we'll have our truck back. It won't be missing and carrying on. We went to town this morning, just up to Science Hill, which was not that far from here. And it cost, I don't know how much it cost me, but it used a quarter tank of gas, because it was missing and sputtering, and you have to give it a lot of gas to make it get where you want to go. I know one of them's laying on the ground over there. I don't know where the rest of them's at. We left them up here. She don't know where her toys is at. She left them laying on the ground up here. We're back here where we've been working on the fence. Can you see it? Yeah. Somebody decided to come out of the barn and join me. That cat's been coming up here with us. It's actually a female cat. This usually stays up here at the barn, but for some reason her and Char don't get along. Char's runs her out of the barn, so she's been staying up there in that little log building where the pigs is at. It's a nice little pretty little cat. I need to go get her fixed. So far she's not had any babies, so hopefully she won't. But anyway, hopefully we'll get our truck back and have it all lined out Monday evening. Hopefully he can get to it Monday morning. He told me to park it right in front of his garage door, so hopefully he'll do what he says. Hopefully nothing will come up and he can get to it first thing Monday morning and get that fixed, because we got a load of wood we need to take back up to that one guy Friday. So as long as he gets it fixed before Friday, we'll be good. We'll be in good shape. But we're gonna, I don't know if you guys, me and Josie come up here last night right at dark. I mean, it did. Time I got done, it was getting dark. Put another H brace in right here. I'm gonna put a couple more posts. These posts are so small, I'm gonna put them close together. The video that I lost, I talked about this. These posts, they have different posts than what I was getting from that place. Y'all can see that post. These are a 4-inch post, just like the others. See if I can do a gauge there. So you can see, if I hold the tip of my middle finger there, it comes up about where my end of my fingers is at. These are a 4-inch post, but they're 8 foot long. These are the 4-inch posts I was getting last year, but they're only 6 foot long. See if I can get that. Y'all can see it goes well past my finger. I gotta actually got measuring tape over here. That'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, I got this measuring tape over here. I don't know if you guys can read this thing or not, but yeah, right at 4 inches on that one. Maybe a little less. These closer to 5. So they was a little bit bigger. They was shorter, the 6 foot, but 6 foot worked. Cause yeah, and I didn't bring the drill. I don't need the drill right now. I really don't even need the bucket. I just brought it. But yeah, they just a little bit smaller. So the smaller the post, it's hard to get them to hold in the ground and not wiggle. I mean, they're plenty strong enough. I mean, nothing's gonna break them off or anything like that. It just makes it, they're so small, it makes it hard for them to be tight in the ground. It makes it easier for them to wiggle. So like when you get to H brace and stuff like that, you know, it makes it a little tough for them to hold. But anyway, enough rambling on. We're gonna put a couple posts in. I'm gonna put a couple posts in. Those would probably help if it's not too muddy. It has rained. I ain't seen a lot of rain. It rained, today's Friday. Probably a week ago, we got a rain that was about 4 inches during the night, all during the night. Well, no, that rain, that one was the day that it rained like 24 hours straight. So we got about 4 inches that time. Tuesday night, it rained. We got probably around 2 inches during the night. Last night, I ain't even gonna say how much we got because I ain't even sure. All the feed tubs completely full, running over. The goats up there, I noticed when we fed last night, their 40-gallon water barrel that's cut long ways in half, it was almost empty because I thought about getting them water, and I was like, well, no, they'll be all right until in the morning. It was full and running over. Our road going down our hill there, you know, we live on this pretty steep hill. All the leaves had filled up the ditch line full of leaves, and all the leaves washed out across the road. There's like 4 or 5 speed bumps going down the hill where the leaves washed across the road. I don't know how much rain we got last night, but it was a lot. So I don't know how. I think it rained so hard, most of it washed off. I mean, you can even see right here. I mean, just this area here on this hillside, it rained extremely hard, and I think all the water just run off. I don't think none of it soaked in the ground. It rained so hard last night. So I think I can dig these holes without any problem. But we'll set you guys up. We'll dig some holes. All right, we got this little section here done from that corner down to this corner. I just need to put the wire. I don't have one of the little ratchet tensioners for this section, but this little section here I'm kind of done until it dries up. The next post I need to put for a corner is right down there, and it's kind of close to where I need to get down in there to pull those logs up out of there with. And even though it's dry up here on top of the hill, once you get over here, it's pretty soft, and especially once you get down in there, it's super soft. So I don't want to get the tractor over here till it dries up some, so I'm kind of done right now. I might be able to go up on the other end and work on the other end some, but on my poster laying right here. So, and I can't go get more posts or do anything until I don't want to drive the truck no more. I'm gonna drive it down there until I get that fixed. So we're kind of stuck right now until we get these logs up out of there. Josie been over here playing. Y'all might have seen this electric netting laying here. It's that electric netting. I put it over there at once upon a time to block Gary and Bella off so I could open that gate up. When I put that steer in there, I brought it and put it right up against this fence, stood it up right along that fence. And that steer got in there and destroyed it. So I thought about trying to fix it, but I think it's lost some of the pieces. I had to get in there to see if I can't. It tore the caps off of the, you notice it's got this little cap on the top of them here. And that one's still there. Pulled the post off, but the cap's still there, and there's the post. But then some of them are just completely gone. There's where it should have been, but there's like 3 or 4 posts up and down through there. This just ripped the caps off of them. So I'm gonna have to find them, I guess. But that fence, where it goes up and down so much, I'm gonna have to cut that fence in several spots to keep it from being able to, you know, if you're going uphill and you go over a hill and then back down on the other side, it winds up, it makes your top shorter than your bottom, basically, or makes it longer than your bottom. So your bottom would have all kinds of slack in it. So I'll probably have to cut that fence in several spots, like when I get to the top of a hill or if I get to the bottom of a swag. So it's going to have to run in a bunch of short spans. So it'd be kind of aggravating. But I wanted to run that one section, but like I said, I didn't. If I had one more tensioner, I could run that one section from that top up down to that one corner. I was going to actually cut it there because I don't like pulling around corners. That makes it it's just hard pulling around corners, especially if it's a long run. So I was going to pull from up at the top where we started down that corner and then cut it there and then start again. I just needed one more tensioner and I don't have it. So we'll have to wait until next week sometime after I get the truck back, and I'll need to go get some more posts for sure. A couple rows of wire. I have a short row of wire, but I'm going to get a couple to start with. I think that'll get me a long way anyway, especially with what I already got. I think I got about a half a row, maybe a little more than half a row or something. I need some more tensioners and another row of that tensioner wire, bracing wire, what you want to call it. So I need to get some of that stuff, but we'll wrap it up for today, and it's kind of going to wrap up my fence unless I accidentally find a tensioner laying around here somewhere. That'll wrap up that part of the fencing for now anyway, until it dries up, or if the ground freezes hard enough, I can get the tractor over there maybe. But usually when the ground's froze that hard, that means the tractor won't hardly start too. So we'll have to see. But I guess that'll wrap it up for this video. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.